Hi folks, Nick here from the Main Street Talk podcast. Are you thinking about your next Disney vacation? I can help you plan that vacation at no extra cost to you. As a travel genie at Genie Travel Company, I keep an eye out for the latest and best Disney promotions and then apply them so you get the most value for your vacation. Contact me at nick.garcia@genietravelco.com. And if you enjoy our podcast, please give us a rating in your player. Enjoy this week's show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Main Street Talk podcast, your go-to podcast for all things Walt Disney World related, all the news and the tips and tricks and all the updates. I'm your host, Nick, and as always with me is Joni.
Hi.
So I have some more exciting news that I know I shared exciting news last week, but things are moving along in my new travel host agency.
Oh, yeah.
So I got some additional stuff done, and now I am able to book Royal Caribbean and Celebrity Cruises, along with all the Disney destinations. So if you're looking for Royal Caribbean or Celebrity, I'm able to do that now, and I hope to have all major cruise lines done. I'm going to put 30 days from now. I think that's pushing it, but I think I can do it, because as we know, life gets busy.
Yeah.
With work and all
And I'm
the
just
other
going to make a
things.
comment. If you're striving for that kind of,
Is that aggressive?
that's very aggressive.
Is it aggressive?
And I don't know, you might have to buy me a gift or something because you're taking away our date time, our date nights time.
But you know what? We started watching Cobra Kai.
We did.
We're flying through it.
We are flying through it. I actually cut Nick off last night and I said, okay, you're done with the computer. Let's go watch a show.
I was doing some training and she said, nope, it's Cobra Kai time.
We're done. And then we also did yesterday go to our local community has opened a Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, brand new to our area.
Yeah, we've been before, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. So it was a friends and family.
Yeah, it was exclusive
event.
To employees, friends, and family members.
That's right, because tomorrow is actually our grand opening for the rest of the area.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty busy in there.
It was very big in there because we've been to one Dave & Buster's before in Oklahoma, the Tulsa area, and it wasn't that big. I mean, it was big, but not like the one we have here.
Yeah,
it's huge.
It's very, very big.
It was very busy.
It looks like this TV screens look like a drive-in screen.
Yeah.
They're huge.
They're huge. Yeah.
It was very busy, yes. And it was so nice that they offered something like this for the friends and family because everyone got to choose a menu item
for free.
Free.
And
they had steaks and ribs and pastas and all kinds of stuff. Appetizers were included in that. Appetizer or dessert. So
yeah, like one per table.
Yeah,
or
and then you got
like
drinks free, other than anything. A non-alcoholic was included.
Sodas, water, all free.
Unlimited. Mm-hmm.
And free game card.
That's right.
50 credit game card.
That's right.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's a good family time.
And we really appreciate being invited. So
yeah, it was
a good time.
Fun, yeah. Okay.
So if you haven't checked out a Dave & Buster's, here's a little tidbit on that. So it is a lot of fun.
And it's surprising.
For kids and adults.
Yeah. Our community where we live, it's made up of 5 cities kind of in one area. And I'm surprised it took this long to get a Dave & Buster's. Because I think the closest one to us is Iowa City, if I'm thinking right. And
which isn't that far anyway. I can't believe that we've not been there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Dave & Buster's to Disney World.
Yeah.
How about that?
And they're both fun.
Are we ready for the news? We're going to jump into Magic Kingdom. So Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger has been under refurb since August 25th. Now construction walls are up, and a permit was recently filed for new signage. So there are walls up around there. Most likely they're putting in the new sign.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just putting 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. I mean,
the final track piece has been installed at Big Thunder Mountain for the refurbishment in the Golden Spike ceremony. It is still set to reopen this spring. This one's kind of baffling because nobody knows what's going on. A second permit has been filed for the Haunted Mansion. Now, this makes 2 in a week, and there is no word from Disney on what's going on. But 2 permits for the Haunted Mansion. They're keeping that one super tight. It could be something extremely small, but 2 permits.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little sus, as the kids say.
Oh, my word. You've been hanging around Dave & Buster's too long.
And over at EPCOT, the Festival of Arts has officially begun at EPCOT. The Festival of Arts is a celebration of the visual, culinary, and performing arts running from January 16th to February 23rd this year. It's featuring interactive art experiences, Broadway performances, and creative food studios. So that has officially started. And to celebrate the Festival of Arts, the massive 14-foot magic lamp from the Aladdin on Broadway marquee has transported from New York City to EPCOT. It's located near Communicore Hall. Over to Hollywood Studios, this was announced that, so they're changing, obviously, Monsters, Inc. land's going in over there.
Yes.
They're changing the Muppet Vision 3D show into a Monsters, Inc. show, and it has been revealed that Disney is spending $22 million to make this changeover.
Wow.
That's interior, exterior, refurbishments, and that's everything.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah. And we all remember this. I'll bring you a reminder. I'm sure everybody's seen it by now, that the cast member at Indiana Jones that stopped the huge rolling boulder from entering the audience.
Yeah, what happened?
He has finally done his first interview.
Okay.
The man's name is Robert Herrick, and he has worked at Indiana Jones for 30 years.
Wow.
He fractured 2 vertebrae in his neck, and he will be in a neck brace for 8 weeks.
Oh.
He said he was just focused on audience safety.
Aw.
So, and he said, don't call me a hero. I was just doing my job, basically. So, good to hear that he is, able to give interviews. And I saw a picture of him. I mean, he was in a neck brace, but, just the one around the neck, but the one with the, connects to your head and everything.
Sure.
But it's good to hear he's up and moving around.
Yeah, it is.
It's
quite an injury, though.
Well, yeah, that ball, I don't know, that knocked him over. If you haven't seen the video, I mean, he took a hit, for sure.
Well, I'm glad he's doing well enough and that he's modest and humble to.
Yeah, and he had the instinct to put himself before it hit the audience. That could have been bad. A lot of little kids.
Well, I'm sure they're diligently working. Is that still closed?
The boulder is not part of the show still.
Okay, so it's still running, but that's just not an issue. Okay.
They have not, the boulder is gone.
Okay.
No word on if it's coming back. I think they're just kind of reviewing what happened and how to not make it happen again. And over at Animal Kingdom. Now, this is just a rumor. I normally don't talk about rumors, but I'm thinking this might happen because cast members have confirmed some of this. So the rumor is at Disney's Animal Kingdom, the petting zoo will be closing for the Bluey experience.
Okay.
Now, the reason I'm saying that is because cast members have been telling guests that the petting zoo is closing soon. And we do know Bluey is going to be over on Rafiki's. So this, again, 1 and 1 is 2. No announcement, but it would make sense. And also at Animal Kingdom, cast members recently celebrated a construction milestone by signing a steel beam that will be permanently installed in the new Encanto-themed attraction. And also interior construction has begun on that attraction as well. That's moving.
I'm so excited.
So am I. And under miscellaneous, that was it for park news.
Okay.
Under miscellaneous, Mayday Falls attraction at Typhoon Lagoon has unexpectedly closed. No word on why or when it's going to be reopened.
Huh. Okay.
Also in miscellaneous news, Zootopia 2 success continue as it officially has overtaken Inside Out 2 to become the highest grossing Hollywood animated film ever. So it just passed Inside Out 2. And as of last weekend, this is January 18th. So as of last weekend, Fire and Ash has led the box office for the 4th weekend in a row. So Disney is having a ton of success at the box office right now, which, it's kind of been a while since they've had this much success. They've had some movies, recently that haven't done so well.
Well, they kind of buddied up on everything, and it's good timing with all the new rides and attractions going in, and you've got 2 major blockbusters that are out, and crazy.
So that's all I have for news this week. That is it. So let's go on to the spotlight on attraction. What do we have this week?
So we have a few that we're going to lump together today. We're going to talk about the barber shop, where you can get your silhouettes, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Bibbidi Bobbidi, and this is going to finish up our Magic Kingdom.
We're hopping over?
Yep.
Somewhere else? Okay.
Yep, eventually. We'll touch back base when we do the meet and greets and whatnot, so we'll fill in the gaps with like Casey's Corner and the Dapper Dans and talk about live entertainment, stuff like that. But for today, this is going to do it for Magic Kingdom. The Harmony Barber Shop it's on the left side as you pass City Hall and the fire station next to the Emporium. And this is where you can get your haircuts and beard trims, adults and children. And children is specified for ages 10 to 17 years old, start at $21. Beard trimming starts at $8. Children 9 and under start at $20. And then they have a special haircut called the Magic Haircut, which is the first haircut where a clip of hair is saved and you get a Mickey hat and a certificate for your little one. And that starts at $28.
Oh, you get a hat. Oh, I didn't know that, actually. I forgot about that.
So the thing with this, though, obviously our reservations are recommended, but they're not required. But for something special like a first, you obviously have to have that because it's going to require a little bit more time. But the RSVP recommendations is 60 days in advance is when those can be made. Walk-ins are extremely limited, but they do happen, and it's typical. You might have more of a chance to get in first thing in the morning.
You know what? When I first looked in the barbershop, I was surprised at how reasonable the haircut is.
It's very comparable.
It's like my local haircut place is, I think, probably around, if not the same price, around the same price.
Exactly.
I might do this our next trip.
I think it would be neat.
I
will let you know, though, that there's not a photo pass there. So I'm going to have to take your picture for you.
Well, do you think I could slide by with the first haircut?
I don't think so.
I mean, I'll pay the extra $7. I'll take that.
Maybe. Just pay for the hat. Okay. Anyway, back to business. Typical hours for this is 9 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. daily, but just check the Experience app and double check, make sure if there's any variations for days and or times. It is wheelchair and electric vehicle accessible. However, guests having this done who are in either one of these help aids must be able to transfer for this experience. As I said, the photo pass is not available. There are no pass holder discounts. And only cash gratuities are accepted. 1-day cancellation policy to avoid a $10 cancellation and or a no-show fee.
Okay.
And
so that's just like the dining and everything, $10.
Yep. Okay. And it'll be about 20 to 30 minutes. Now, if you got a little one,
your
first haircut might be a little bit longer, but 30 is probably a pretty good guess. So with that being said, we are going to jump over and talk a little bit about the silhouettes. Now, in Magic Kingdom, there are 2 locations for the silhouettes. There's one on Main Street, and that is just off Center Street near the Crystal Art Shop and Uptown Jewelers. And then there's another one at Liberty Square near the Ye Old Christmas Shop and Sleepy Hollow. So the prices for this is about $14 to $15 per person. But you get 2 cutouts, and they have an oval frame available that fit this for about $14.
I suggest buying those.
Because
we didn't our first trip, or the first silhouettes we got, and it was extremely difficult to find a frame.
They're actually, I thought, I'll just go on Amazon and
find
them.
We never did find them.
You cannot find them for the price that you can get them.
Next trip we were there.
That's right. When we went in on our next trip, Nick and I sat together and got our silhouette together, and I bought extra frames for the ones to fit. Right. So don't, unless you have like an antique one that's been handed down, or you can find one in a secondhand store or whatnot. But Amazon, you're going to pay more, and you don't even know if it's going to fit. These are made for this, and it's perfect.
Just another note, we have done these at both locations on Center Street and Liberty Square, and both were equally.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly the same. So.
Yep. And they accept cash tips. And it's, like I said, the silhouette on Main Street is usually open later than the Liberty Square, but the typical hours are 8:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. But that also will be listed in the My Disney Experience app for the most current schedule. So you can always just check it out there.
If you have never done this, they look like,
oh, absolutely.
Like when we got our 2 grandsons done, you could definitely tell who's who.
That's right. And they're only 2 years apart. So it's like, how am I going to know? And he was absolutely excellent.
He was. And then when we got ours done, I remember saying to you, I mean, my chin was very apparent. I'm like, do I really look like that from the side?
And what did I say?
Hey, yes, you do. And I've seen pictures of myself from the side, and I do look like that. I got to get rid of this chin. But what I mean is they're very, very good and very accurate.
Yeah, and it doesn't take long. And let me back up here. They will also do pets. If you take in a photo of your pet, you can have your pet done and put in this. And that costs about $18 to $20.
Okay, I didn't know
for the pet. Yeah, so kind of a cute little thing. And again, those are at Main Street. And then there's a little side street called Center Street. So if you're looking for that. And then the other one is Liberty Square near the Ye Old Christmas Shop in Sleepy Hollow. Also, off Main Street on Center Street is an area where around the silhouettes that you can hear singing lessons.
Yep, there's the music shop upstairs. Yeah.
So if you trek down that little side street and just keep your ears open, it's not all the time. You may, guests sitting below, hear faint sounds of piano, singing, or tap dancing lessons coming from an upper window. And it's just kind of cute. I just think it's neat.
Yeah, it's supposed to be that. And side note, down that street, there's a great sitting spot at the end of that street.
Oh, yes, there is.
To get out of the crowd. And not a lot of people are back there a lot of the time.
No,
so.
It is very nice. We sat down there quite a bit when the parade was going by.
Yep.
Or was it we were getting ready for fireworks or something.
And
we kind of wanted to get out of the hustle.
We needed a break.
Yeah.
And
we love people, but we weren't people at that time of the day.
Kids needed a break. Everybody's needed 10 minutes.
That's right. And they have ice cream close by too, so you can go get some ice cream and chill out for a little bit. So let me look here. And then we're going to jump over to, I want to say too, with the Liberty Square, and I wasn't sure about the Main Street silhouettes, but I know for sure the Liberty Squares, they also do the caricatures. They have right next to the silhouette stand, literally right next to it, you can also get caricatures done there too. So I don't know prices on those. We didn't have those done, but they are there and they do have a price listing. So you can always check those out. So now, lastly, we're going to get into the Bibbidi Bobbidi. It's in Fantasyland at the backside of Cinderella Castle. This is a very popular,
extremely popular
enhancement. So advanced RSVPs are highly recommended because you probably won't get in. And if you've got all the stuff and your little one's heart set on it, you must, I would say, get an RSVP. For those staying on Disney property, booking can be done on the My Disney Experience app and on the website at midnight Eastern Time, 60 days from check-in plus 6 days.
Plus 10 days.
Or I'm sorry, plus 10 days. Yep. You're right. And then I'm going to let Nick elaborate on this a little more when I'm finished with the off-site property. Those folks not staying on Disney property, booking can be done 60 days prior and then adjust accordingly day to day. Is that correct?
Yeah. What that means is, let me explain a little bit. If you're staying on property, you said 60 days plus 10 days. What that means, if you're checking in on a Monday and you wanted to do Bibbidi Bobbidi on a Thursday, 60 days from your check-in is Monday, you can book that Thursday because it's 60 days plus 10, meaning you can reserve the entire length of your trip up to 10 days.
Okay.
Off-site can only book day by day. So if they wanted to book Thursday, let's say they check in on Monday, but they wanted to book Bibbidi Bobbidi on Thursday, they can't do that on Monday. They have to wait till 60 days from Thursday, 60 days from the appointment day. That's an advantage of staying on site.
Okay. So it's not something that you can so you can't schedule at all. So it's not like something you can walk. You just can't do it. No, it's just not even an option.
No, it's a perk of staying on site. And it's funny you're bringing this up because part of our tip or trick is this too. But we'll get into that later. Yeah. Which is ironic because we didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't know what. Yeah. We just we spent too much time together, I think, or something. I don't know. So anyway, back to our Bibbidi Bobbidi. The sample packages, we've got 3 to choose from, and I know they just did a revamp of these and included some things and kind of switched some things around. The Fairy Tale starts at $120 plus tax, and you get a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique themed t-shirt, shimmering makeup, nail polish, a princess sash, cinch sack, and a choice of hairstyle. The Kingdom starts at $230 plus tax. This one includes the Disney princess gown of your choice, a crown and wand, a princess necklace, sash, and cinch bag, shimmer makeup, nail polish, and choice of hairstyle. And so that the little guys or the little gals in your life who maybe want to be knights and aren't much into princess, the Adventure starts at $60 plus tax. You get a knight shirt, a mighty sword and shield, and hairstyling with gel. So the ages for this is 3 to 12 with costume sizes ranging from 3 to 14. They do have select styles available in extended sizes. Just have to check their inventory. Mm-hmm. I don't know if this can be found anywhere online. I doubt it because they're going through inventory constantly.
Right.
Day by day, appointment by appointment. All styles and sizes are subject to availability. Guests should check in no earlier than 5 minutes prior to your reservation time. Late arrivals may experience delays in wait times and face possible rescheduling. So your check-in location is going to be at the boutique entrance, which is located right behind the castle.
Mm-hmm.
A valid credit card is required at the time of booking. A $10 cancellation fee will be charged to the credit card if you have a no-show or the reservation is canceled within 24 hours. So they want of the scheduled time. So you have to do it greater than 24 hours to avoid this charge. Your credit card will not be charged, however, before your visit. So, and to commemorate the occasion, Cinderella's fairy godmother may stop in to visit the kids.
Nice.
So the character appearance and entertainment are subject to change without notice, and it's not a guarantee. This is a perk that has been recently added.
Yeah, when they revamped everything, they added this. Couple tips about this. You can take your own dress if you want.
We're still kind of on the fence. We're leaning more toward that, but we're kind of on the fence.
I mean, you can, certainly get their dresses, but who has cute dresses is Target.
Yeah.
Target has princess dresses, and the Walmart right outside Disney property has a ton of Disney stuff with a lot of dresses.
And if we decide to go that route, I think that's where we're going to go. We're not going to go from home and take our own. We're going to shop there.
Another tip I have for this, now this only works if you're staying on Disney property because it's a perk. My tip would be if you wanted to do Bibbidi Bobbidi, it sells out extremely fast at midnight. Mm-hmm. Book it towards the end of your trip because the end of your trip is the beginning of somebody else's trip and vice versa. This doesn't work if you're staying off site because you can only book 60 days prior to the day you want. So if you check in, I'll use Monday again. If you wanted to check in on a Monday, you wanted to absolutely get this, your best chance of getting that is booking towards the end of the week, Thursday or Friday. Mm-hmm. Now, if you get shut out, which is possible,
could happen,
it's very possible, keep checking back. Mm-hmm. People cancel all the time. 3-4 times a day. Yeah. They have different websites. And I think we'll talk about this in a later show, actually, that you get alerts when people cancel.
Yes. They're very handy.
It's very rare.
We've used it, yeah.
And don't count on it, but they do walk-ups. It's rare. It's not, don't count on it. I have seen several pictures where people are posting walk-ups. They put a, those plastic like triangle wet floor signs, but the real big ones, they'll put walk-ins available.
I don't know. To me, I'm very, very leery about that.
Don't count.
So I'm a planner, so I don't know.
Those are my tips.
Yeah, but I think they're good
in
tips.
Securing a reservation.
Yeah.
If you're staying off site, it's going to be tough, but it's possible.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah. So this activity is up to 90 minutes, depending on the package that is selected. Guests must be free of any scalp or skin conditions that may impact or interrupt the experience, and only 2 observing guests to accompany a child during the session. So, and for this experience, they do have PhotoPass available if you have the memory maker.
Right. Yeah. Got to get that memory maker.
Or, one of your peoples in your party can, of course, take photos as well. But, and another little hidden point is that if the child wants to have pixie dust, the fairy godmother's apprentice can also do that for them. Or you can go over Sir Mickey's and be pixie dusted over there as well.
Yeah.
So.
And it's just right there.
Yeah. That's where I did it. Yeah. I was too old for the experience, so I went over to Sir Mickey's. So anyway, that does it for that.
All right. Well, thanks, Joni.
Yeah, you bet.
Bibbidi Bobbidi and Silhouettes and Barbershop.
Yeah.
I'm really going to look into the barbershop, I think, next time we're there. And we're going to hop. So next week, we will have a brand new park to discuss. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go on to our movie of the week.
Okay. So our movie of the week, we are going to touch on the 1947 Fun and Fancy Free film that his first appearance was made September 27, 1941. The initial DVD release was March 22nd of 2005. 73 minutes. The budget is not widely documented, but the box office was $3.165 million in worldwide rentals. So this is part of the collection, the package collections that were done in this era. The directors Jack Kenny, Bill Roberts, and Hamilton Lusk are for animation. And then we have William Morgan for live action. It's based on Little Bongo Bear by Sinclair Lewis and Jack and the Beanstalk featuring Mickey and the Beanstalk.
Mickey and the Beanstalk.
Yeah. Fun and Fancy Free was an animated package film made up of 2 separate fantasy stories linked by live action and animated faming scenes. The film is hosted by Jiminy Cricket and ventriloquist Edgar Bergen, alongside his dummies, Charlie McCarthy and Modomir Snerd. I don't know how to say his last name. The first segment, Bongo, follows a circus bear who escapes the wild and learns about freedom, love, and self-confidence. And the second is a more famous segment, Mickey and the Beanstalk, retells the classic fairy tale with Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy as poor farmers who climb a magic beanstalk to face the giant Willy. Created during a financially difficult period for Disney after World War II, Fun and Fancy Free combines humor, music, and adventure, and is especially remembered for one of Mickey Mouse's most prominent feature-length roles. According to historical records and film databases, it did not receive any nominations, including any Academy Awards, nor win any awards when it was released. And there was no widely documented accolades associated with the film. In fact, some Disney historians note that this was Disney's first animated feature not to be nominated for any kind of an award.
Is that right?
That's right. So kind of like what happened? I mean, I know let's see, this was number 12 of the makings.
Okay.
So there's 11 prior films.
Well, I'm sure, I don't know. Like you said, the more popular ones, Mickey and the Beanstalk, Bongo the Bear, I don't think is widely known. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah. So, but that's what I have on that. Not a whole lot.
Okay. I have something to add to that.
Okay.
So if you want to see the giant from Mickey and the Beanstalk in Disney World, he is in Sir Mickey.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he is.
He's hiding.
Yes, he is.
He's big, but he's hiding.
He's looking for Mickey.
He's looking for Mickey. So go into Sir Mickey's and look for the giant.
Yeah.
He is in there.
And get Pixie Dusted while you're there.
Yeah, and get Pixie Dusted. Like I said, he's not small. He is big, but he's hidden.
Yeah.
So you got to look for him. Okay. All right. Well, thanks, Joni.
Yeah, you bet.
So our tip or trick of this week, like I said, this goes along with what Joni was talking about, and which is crazy because we didn't even talk to each other about this.
Nothing was correlated.
This is for booking dining reservations. Again, it's 60 days out. A perk of staying on site, just like with Bibbidi Bobbidi, is you can book 60 days plus 10 days. And off-site, book 60 days from the date you went to reservations. So it's just another perk of staying on site at Disney. So if you have a dining reservation you really want to get, that's hard to get, my advice is the same. Book it towards the end of your trip, just like I said earlier. Just gives you a little more, advantage of getting
wiggle room
openings.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my tip or trick is getting that dining. And dining does open at different times. Dining opens at 6 a.m. The Enchanted Extras open at midnight. So
okay.
That's the only difference in the two, but same rules apply. So,
but in any case, though, all of the things we've talked about today can be found on the My Disney Experience app or on the website.
Yeah.
The My Disney Experience app, I think, is an easy go-to. And I think it's easier to navigate and comprehend it. It's less wordy, I think.
Yeah, and the thing about My Disney Experience app, there's a lot of people don't use this or maybe don't even know. But there's a little magnifying glass at the bottom of the app. If you're ever looking for something and you can't find it in there, because there are some hidden things in there, just search it. Search in that little magnifying glass. Like for Bibbidi Bobbidi, just type in Bibbidi Bobbidi and stuff will come up for it if you can't find it in the app. Because like I said, some stuff is hard to navigate to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for this week's show.
Okay.
Our website is mainstreettalkpod.com. All of our links and all of our information is in there. The Facebook page is Main Street Talk. The Facebook group is Disney World Tips and Tricks. Instagram is Main Street Talk Podcast, and we are on YouTube and Substack. And if you want to book a Disney trip and Royal Caribbean or Celebrity at this time, contact me, nick.garcia@genietravelco.com. And we are affiliates of the Magic Candle Company, where you can bring the theme park smells home with you. The link is on our website, and use the code Main Street Talk at checkout for 15% off. So we will be back next week with brand new news, a brand new park.
And a brand new land.
Yeah, we're hopping. We don't know. Yeah. I don't know where we're hopping.
No, I haven't shared.
Nope. It's Joni's secret.
It's my prerogative.
And a new movie. So, until then, we will talk to you real soon.
Bye, everyone.